Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Woodland Lavender Farm. My name is Carrie. Today I'm out in our no-till garden with my husband and our two older boys, and we are going to be making an arbor for a grape plant that we have, grapevine that we have over here. So I'll show you what we're going to be doing. So right here and over there are where I have two rhubarb plants. And then this is the back of our garden shed, which is open on the other side and currently houses our bunnies. Right down here, we've uncovered it. This is the stump to a Thompson Seedless grape. Ooh, oh my goodness, look it. We actually have some ripe grapes, or close to it. Nice. They've been buried underneath, so I haven't been able to see them, but this kind of has become a jungle over here. This vine just kind of grew and grew and grew. Last year it grew a little bit, but not this much, and so we're just got kind of a jungle here. But I am wanting to build a little arbor here for it to grow up and over, and then have a little bench seating area underneath so that we can come out and enjoy the garden. And right in here between the two rhubarb plants, there's some sage and I think some mints over here. But what I want to do is have a little pathway coming from the house over here, through here, in between the rhubarb plants, and then just be able to have a nice little seating area here so we can sit out here and enjoy our garden. So what we're doing right now is we're just kind of prepping the area. We're going to get it cleaned up, get the grapevines kind of out of the way a little bit, and then we'll be digging holes. And we have some wood posts from the cedar trees that we took down over there last fall I think it was, or was it earlier this spring? I don't remember. There's a video about it. Anyway, so we're going to be using those posts and then use some cross pieces and just put them in the ground and make a nice little arbor.
I feel like Samson. The sun was just coming out a little bit too.
Yeah, well the clouds are coming. Yep, I felt a raindrop.
Yeah, I feel one now.
The clouds are coming in. They're going to cover up the sun soon, I'm sure. So Brent is notching the posts instead of using screws or nails.
So what we're going to plan to do, this isn't going to be perfect by any means, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I don't want it to be anyway.
I'm just notching it so it kind of goes together like a wood cabin with the logs on top of each other. Although these are going to be at the top. These are the verticals, and they will support then the horizontals that go both ways and connect all four pieces together. I then have a 3/8 dowel of oak that I bought at Home Depot for like $3. We bought at Home Depot for like $3. I'll drill a hole between from the log that goes into this thing, pound that in there, and then wrap it all up with rope. We got a really nice looking rope to tie it all together, and that will basically be it. There will be concrete in the posts in the ground, but that'll be the only super strong portion of the structure. The rest of it will just be kind of more naturally held together, is what we're trying to look at.
More rustic.
So it doesn't look, yeah, so it doesn't have those metal braces and stupid brackets and all sorts of things like that all over the place.
It's just going to be more natural. What's up, Sidon? You trying to help? Do you want to come start digging a hole? Not right here.
Can I dig a hole?
We'll get a chance. Do it a little farther over. Yeah, right there. Try to sort through these vines here. They're all coming from there, so let's try to move them over that way so that they're not in our way here. Got one really big here.
think this is deep enough, do you?
No, it needs to go down. Well, I guess I need to look at it first. Is that about 12 inches? It might be. Maybe a little. We'll probably need it a little deeper than that. Especially for putting cement down in there and such.
Cement?
Cement, yes, to help keep the poles in place and give them extra support. Good grief. It's going all over the place. If you want, you can start digging the other hole right where you are. So let's see. I was thinking of having the vine on the outside of the arbor, but it doesn't leave for much room inside. Should we put it on the, because here's the stump. Should we do it more out here or should we do it here?
So,
Why, George, just step out of the way so Dad can
yeah,
step
let
over
me.
here.
So, well, already that's a little close because it's overcoated. That first hole.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. So we'll probably need you to redig, Cedric.
So, just dig a little bit this way,
Yeah.
and then we can probably stick a shorty down in there, a shorty stub, to take up the space. I just don't want to use that much concrete.
Right.
So we'll put a shorty stub in there of wood to take up the space. But yeah, it'll need to come this way about 6 inches, maybe 4 inches. So your question of putting it a little further this way, to me, I don't see that much of a difference. Since you're going to have a seating bench in there, I think we'll be able to make the bench accommodate and go over, or somehow otherwise accommodate it, because it's going to then come up. The main growth will be up on this outside piece here, because that's going to be the one that's closest to it. And then it'll spread from there.
Yeah.
So I don't think I see that much of a difference unless you want to make it longer. You know,
Well,
there's a
that's what
reason-
I'm saying. Longer, not depth-wise. Longer.
Right. I say go ahead and make it longer and let the root come up on the inside of the arbor.
Okay.
Unless you're wanting to dig that way to make it longer.
Well, no, because we're running into the chives and lavender then.
And, you know, so
We have more room to go this way, except for the stump. So,
I say go ahead and just come this way and let it be
Okay.
what it is.
all right.
We'll work around the stump.
Sounds good.
But do cut a side piece about 4 inches in that way. Yeah, but you don't need that much, that far over. You really
You're just going to make that hole
we're just gonna
bigger.
make this hole oblong, about like so. And the depth looks really good. Let's stick this in.
You hear that, Cedric? Depth is good.
The depth is excellent. We just need to be about 4 inches
You have to
this
dig
way.
it deeper.
Yeah, we don't need a whole lot of concrete. I don't want to make this such a big ordeal that it's
Yeah.
super obtuse.
Okay. I'm going to go get a shovel and dig out the horseradish.
Probably.
Horseradish. Not the long root.
That's supposed to be a radish.
Well, it's called horseradish. Horseradish. It's a very spicy root. People use it to season their foods. Found a piece of glass in my digging. I've been collecting all of these whenever I come across them, and I want to do something crafty, artsy with them someday. Don't know what yet, but collecting them and then we'll see what happens with them. This right here is horseradish. I always say that with the horse. Anyway, really long root there. This stuff is pretty invasive, so once it's planted, if you don't have it contained somewhere, it'll just keep coming up, spreading. It doesn't matter if you think you got all the roots. If there's something left in there, it'll start growing again. So I have a feeling we'll see this again and again for a while.
There's one of the roots there that is really thin, but then it goes real thick. That one right there.
This one? Yeah.
The one coming on the edge there.
Oh yeah. So this is probably what happened with this. This root was left in the soil, and then it started growing another horseradish off of that.
I decided to use the chainsaw because whacking it with this only, well, it was taking way too long. So now we're making this happen. So this is the last notch that I'm cutting, and it's going to be at least for the uprights. I still have to cut notches for the crossbars, but I'm going to do that after we get these installed because I don't know how long everything is going to be and everything like that. So I'll measure it once it's all up and these are installed. So just have the last notch to cut.
We have all 4 holes dug now. No measurements, just digging where the spirit moves us, eyeballing it. We don't care if it's perfect or not. Some things just don't need to be. This is the next day. Brent and our second son were working on this morning, and they got 2 of the poles set in concrete. I love the look of these. I called them cedar and earlier. They're just arbor. But I love the look of these with the rough bark for being the post in this arbor. Okay, Jeff.
Ooh, that's still kind of
Still kind
moist.
of wet.
It's all right. We just don't want to.
Don't bump it.
Don't bump it.
Okay.
That's basically what it comes down to. All right, now to get the other ones installed.
Yay! That post hole digger is so backwards to me. Stick it down closed, then open it up while you're on there. I mean, I get the concept of it. It just still seems backwards to me.
So that's why I'm on this side of the tool and you're on that side of the camera? Is that what we're talking about?
Sure, sure.
That camera is so confusing to me.
Yeah, sure. I'm the photographer of the family.
In case you don't know, I've been shooting professionally since '97. Cameras are like my thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I teach it at a university.
Yeah, well, you know.
I have a master's in photography.
Hush now.
Okay. I think this hole's done.
On another note, I planted sweet potatoes in this trough bin here, and they're growing quite nicely. This isn't exactly a good growing area. We don't have a really long enough season for growing sweet potatoes, but I thought I'd give it a try. So put them in this trough and see if we get any this year.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have stood somewhere else. It mostly missed me. I got some.
Go ahead and do more. Right there. Okay.
You want to give them a kiss?
All right.
Is that stuff?
Yes, essentially.
Same kind of stuff. Go ahead and spray that.
Definitely don't get that bite on your skin.
Okay, a little more.
Well,
All over. Just. Okay.
If you don't shower,
Probably all I'll need.
First a kiss, now a hug. There you go. You guys feel loved.
You're gonna.
Uh-oh. Not working so well. He wants to give you a rock.
Okay, let's go.
Uh-oh.
fell off.
Try again.
Attempt
Hey,
free.
you're missing.
Yep. Yep, in a second. There you go. We'll reach down for it. There we go. Thanks for the rock.
Okay, I probably want you to go around that way to get to that pole. All right, it's perfectly angled. We just need to go ahead and lift it out so I can put a little bit underneath. All right. Okay. Beautiful.
see it.
We're not building a leaning tower here.
We should make a leaning tower.
Our wild woodland lavender farm.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, forget going to Italy. Just come to Wild Woodland Lavender Farm. We're making an arbor, honey, for the grapes to grow on.
We're growing concrete.
No. The concrete is to hold the posts in there nice and firm.
I just don't want it to sit there, but even if it does, it don't stick to rubber.
It's on more than just rubber.
Alright.
Can you dye concrete?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Actually. They have powders that you can add to it to change its color.
Get me the drill, and it's on the tailgate.
Really
And if
not
you
food
want,
coloring?
quickly
No,
rinse
not
off
food
your
coloring.
foot in the meantime.
It needs to be something a little more permanent. Food coloring would
Look.
wash away. Yep. Look at the size of this rhubarb
The
leaf.
hole.
It's like huge.
How can grape grow on concrete?
Henry or Gideon, come stand next to this rhubarb leaf. Look how big that is. Can you stand right there?
Here?
Yeah. Just stand next to that leaf so we can see how big it is compared to you. Big, big, big leaf. If we put this in front of you, it would cover from your head almost to your knees. Putting a brace on now to keep it in place.
So is that why they have logs?
Why, what has logs? Why we're putting the boards on there? The boards are to keep the log in place so it doesn't tip over.
How do you walk?
Take a giant leap to the next path. There you go.
Okay, that way a little bit, right directly towards you. Oh, right, well, hold it right there. Okay, let go, see if it settles. Okay, hold on, let me come back around.
The man who can carry a tree with one hand.
It's a tree. No leaves, no extra branches. Just,
All right.
Just a log.
Are you not impressed, son?
Where's the post hole digger? I want this to go just in another
Oh, that's a shovel in front
inch
of
or
you.
so. Over there, son. Can you get that, please? Got some roots to fight with, too, in there.
Mm-hmm. We found that yesterday. We had to move the hole over a little bit because Elijah ran into a pretty big root.
That's enough. Okay, go for it. Yep, perfect. Keep it going. Go ahead and just do a big one right there. Fill in that hole. Use all that stuff we can, if we can. Perfect. All right, so let's have you get rid of this. Just park it over there and bring me the drill. Go ahead and...
Couple weeks later, and we're finally getting back to work on the arbor that we're building here. Had a lot of stuff come up in our schedule, so we haven't been able to really do much until now. I say we, I mean Brent, and his dad's here helping us now. We got the crossbars getting up there.
So we're done, mostly. We did some chainsawing to notch these in, and then we have the 3/8 inch oak dowel that went in there, knocked them together, and then as you can see with all this rope, we just lashed it together with the rope, so it will mostly stay together. It should mostly stay together, but definitely looks rustic and not pristine. And that's okay. The last thing we need to do, we're going to go down to our pasture area where we have some burnt out Russian olive, and we're going to put some slats going this way. And we'll need a little more rope because we used up all our rope on these things.
Okay.
So there you have it.
Hey everyone, I'm standing here now. We've been working on this arbor for a couple weeks. It's been a few weeks since we first started it, then we had to take a break for a couple weeks. Finally did some more. We got the top crossbars across the front and across the sides and on the back. And we're almost done, except I would like to have horizontal bars going up each side and then across the top, just to give some more support to the grapevine as it grows up and across, because I don't want it like growing up and then cascading down. I want it to come and form kind of a roof. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish it right now for a few weeks. We're coming into a season where we just have a lot of other stuff to work on, and so we're going to have to finish this either later this fall when we're not so busy, or we'll pick it up again next spring before the grapevine starts to grow again. So thanks for joining us on this project on our farm, and we'll see you next time. Bye.